Now, the Munich Security Conference has started in Germany. The three-day conference started with opening remarks from German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. Apart from the mainstay focus on the war in Ukraine, many issues concerning global security found utterance in Scholz's remarks. One of them was this.
Europe has to get out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems. But the world's problems are not Europe's problems. So wird der indische Außenminister im diesjährigen Munich Security Report zitiert. An dem Satz ist etwas dran.
The comments come as a clear acknowledgement of an earlier statement made by India's Foreign Minister. Dr. Jaishankar made these comments in the context of the war in Ukraine. Listen in.
No, somewhere Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems, but the world's problems are not Europe's problems. That if it is you, it's yours, if it is me, it's ours. I think that's something, and I see, reflections of that.
The Munich Security Conference has been facing criticism for becoming an echo chamber of the Western Bloc. This time there is no representation from Russia, Iran or other contrarian nations. Scholz's comment is perhaps an effort to reach out to nations in the global south, like India, who have been questioning the West's lopsided approach. Now let me ask you something. Can you survive for 10 days without having any food or water? Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, what I'm about to tell you is more than a miracle. "10 days after a powerful earthquake struck Turkey and Syria, where the death toll stands at more than 42,000. In Turkey, overnight, rescuers have pulled out a child, a woman and 2 men alive from the wreckage.
Allah'ın rahmetinden ümidinizi kesmeyin. Biz hiç ümidimizi kesmedik. Bizim ümidimize öncülük ettiler. Allah onlardan razı olsun. Emeklerine sağlık, yüreğine sağlık kardeşim de.
The footage showed survivor Mustafa Avci being rescued from under the rubble in the Turkish city of Antakya after 261 hours. Yes, 261 hours.
Aynen güzel kardeşim. Kurban olurum ben senin gibisine.
You can hear of his brother how elated he was to discover the survival of his brother nearly 2 weeks after the quake, as the two siblings were seen speaking on the phone. Meanwhile, a 17-year-old girl was rescued after surviving some 248 hours under the rubble from the Turkish city of Kahramanmaraş.
İnşallah hayırlısıyla tamamen ayağa kalkarsa daha da mutlu oluruz. İnşallah. Çok şükür, çok şükür, bin şükür. Dualarımızın karşılığı oldu Aleyna. Hamdolsun Allah'a. 11 gündür dua ediyorduk. Hamdolsun çok şükür sağlıklı bir şekilde kavuşabildik.
Meanwhile, in southern Turkey, empty trucks lined up near the rubble area in Hatay as the authorities started to remove the debris of the buildings. On your screens, you can see the excavators removing rubble and putting it on the back of the trucks as cars drive along on the Orontes River. While in Syria, a ship carrying humanitarian aid donated by Italy for the quake-hit country arrived to neighboring Lebanon's Beirut port. Some 50 tons of commodities and relief items were being unloaded onto trucks that will be delivered to Syria under the European Union's Civil Protection Mechanism. Meanwhile, in Syria's airports, planes carrying aid from various countries continue to arrive.
This shipment of 50 tons of material to address the needs of the population affected. What is very important to underline is that we are doing this without politicization. We want to reach everybody, all the population that has been affected by this catastrophe. So this shipment, these items, they will go in all the areas, meaning in the part of Damascus areas controlled, and also in the northwest, where also there the population has been affected very hard.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.